Aftermath for Todd Colby. Something ethical is moving me away from your beauty. For serious. You rage like swollen math and allergies in my brain. In my dreams, I am hatching the hot eggs of black oceanographers. The massive animal flu of love has run me down. I am running the temperature of a star in a ditch. I inherit other people's dreams when I'm crushed out on them. Are you so strong, or is it the black Russian in me? Can I French you where it hurts? One more time, this time with apathy? Sushied out and despairingly acoustic. You cannot bring sexy back without a receipt. Hot little animal, full tight. Spooning. I aspire to a celebration of dust, but my shrink has other plans. If you worked harder, you could remake Vincent Gallo films. I play well with others, but the damselflies grow hysterical anyway. Wouldn't it be touching to try on people at a sample sale? I'm always chasing a better fit and then staggering forward to pay dearly for something I don't even want. Trusting hyperrealism, trusting scum, I find the droppings of white men are brown in a fetal curl. And a kind of moral autism settles for Vincent Katz. On a catwalk, always lead with your heart. In a duet of arpeggios and trills, morose girls slumped against things, ineffable beauty. A flotilla of fanfare and smashed daylight, and Kate Moss's collarbone sticks up as reassuringly as a barf bag on a bumpy flight. I intercept many a thought heaven meant for another boy. I am as faithful as a seahorse or as Marianne. I am the hand at the Mona Lisa's skirt. I tattoo a wall socket on my bicep just to feel alive. I feel sometimes I am dying aesthetically, never mind morally, which is pretty stuffable, like the dead French I once loved in textbooks on blonde executive paper, the starboard side of hope. It pained me awfully to accept their art in the Swabian line of violence, as when a constellation passes over a last cardiologist. My blue heaven for Elliott Smith. A lady of the night with a heart of rose gold, I feel like shit the morning after. The morning after pill, too many calories to chase down. I'd rather just flush some child. The doctors remain calm around my EKG, which bounces around like the liner notes for Peanuts left alone. But keep the paddles ready. The post-it note did not stick to my ribcage, damn. I enjoy people visually, but I need an intervention. I'm not manic, I just have a lot to say, starting with don't fear the reaper and dying with more cowbell. I lost my safety net today and now I'm losing my mind. This soul is not obscene, but this soul is not my scene. This birth certificate crawlingly yours, sweet St. Jude. Though I only wear infant pearl chokers at night, I can't breathe. So what will it be? I noticed you are wearing a shirt. Why? Please open your shirt so I may lay down my rod and staff comforted. The Dominicans are going to come when you are fast asleep. I don't want to see what they've done to you. Where's Method and Ghost? Wait, why are we screwed and who is doing it? I'm on fire for the world through the lens of a sterile Eskimo. The Courage Campaign, a wild goose chase fueled by grief. Keep the car running, and the Grand Prix is ours, little salt doll. In the future, I will only post in the morning. Bronze medals. I want a boyfriend so when he's wicked old, I can watch the late sun glow salmon bright through the cartilage of his ginormous hairy ears while we sneeze together on a plank bench amid flowering dogwood. But I would settle for a string of meaningless affairs, graciously resigned, like mezzanine disappointment when you badly had hoped for closeness. Black balloon. Isn't it crazy that last night a DJ saved my life, that Sakharov created the bomb, and that we chew on each other's genitals? A minor friar of chastity and obedience, my faith is full frontal with stuntmen on fire, the works. You've dented my lunatic belief in the future. Frazzled male children pat the earth, of course they did. I record rituals to give brief form, of course I did. My loins act like a chia pet when you neglect them. A hybrid of gauze and puffy toothpaste, these are kawaii clouds and dark days of floating teddy boys, miscreants in tow. I smoke, I tan, I drink, I puncture the time warp continuum with shivs, Chex Mids for guests under the influence. They thank you so awfully much for your time and consideration, but before I let you go today, I'd like to schedule a celluloid screening of how the atoms misbehave inside when you speak that way to me. I can't get through to you this alone, but I can get through alone. Mr. Photographer, I'm ready for my close-up. Unpasteurized and on time, your anatomy seems not bad at all. Getting on gorgeously, Commander. This pulsing envelope filled with grief and snot loves you. If I die, this non-love continues anyway, and I'm boned up for my post-mortem exam with the hygiene of G.G. Allen, doused with Shalimar and brainily snorting air in the Alps, breathless the white tufts of Edelweiss and these sweet, sweet nerves shooting through my stomach, sprouting all around. This is how you treat bitches. It's over between us. Stop calling the White House, Bobby Kennedy. In Dark Aviators, Eagle Scouts date me with the gentle nudging of our founding fathers, and with the ease talc and vermouth afford anxious queens with brick red zits. Who doesn't live on aspirin spiked bubbly? A direct hit as icy and precise as the corded veins of some marble statue in the Met's atrium in bald daylight. Clutching my fig leaf beneath gangster jeans with 3 vermilion scratches. This would not have happened if I hadn't gone off to said college in a leotard and graduated pearls to copulate with punks and thugs. Cranial and biblical, you collapse my temples with warm avenue winds of excrement. Thank you. But confused still, I lionize your frozen heart. Charred with a love of blizzards and soft serve, a burn victim shyly scoops snow in from the sill, and you wear for me a creamy halo as if Smurfette lazily blew smoke ring puffs. The milky impulse to kiss and be friends. Of all the gin joints in the world, you have to dress strategically to be safe at the railed cat house where everybody feels everything. The Lebanese blonde broke the bank. I'm so baroque. My J-date moniker is stick a fork in me, and I bleed through in watercolors. In the cafeteria of the gruntingly sordid, a monk saunters suggestively by, completely cable-free with an integrated touchpad, and blanches on the playground at the reservoir. Now he's chilling inside a soul-sized sunburn. I'm over, like a nude descending an escalator. I need a guardian cherub to nurse me with beer and tripe in Jamaica. A hard day's night of the living dead. Salt Girl cried, there's a bad moon on the rise, which I do not think happens anywhere in Sofia Coppola's film The Virgin Suicides. I do not think it happens anywhere else, but maybe it's the trees in my lungs. It's not the dexedrine. Receding, I pop a black beauty and then another and so on, and now I'm young, gifted, and black. Canonized? Maybe. I expire on the tiny punk heart of the Crab Nebula. How many heart sprains and how many bloody drumsticks we just can't stop gnawing on. Here we rage for breath. Everyone is passing on. But in paradise, no one is passing gas. Everyone finally with relief. Ah, Verona, if there were only some kind of future. And not just sexy grammar shouted from the marshes. Fill me up with premium, feverish, fibrous, and generally trying not to die. I need guidance with heaven, just a seizure alert dog on an invisible lead. This, our weepy, bloated saga is so natural, but then the sun is natural, and so is tobacco. Slow down, killer, for Karen. Feral grace to work out our own tiny salvations by fear and trembling. I believe we put ourselves into this state of grace. Beyond post-swim hygiene and antique weaponry, I believe the Philistines really missed out on what I have to offer. At that point where one may say emergency and mean time, I need a defibrillator on the corpse of my libido. Sometimes I think I am horny when I just need to go to the bathroom. Sometimes I just need to go to the bathroom and stay there. On days it is so hard to shop myself away from death. But if you could remove the lampshades off my lust, I could safely glide us in. We need to get back. You know what I mean.